Transforce96 here with another review. This time it is the Thor the Dark World Thor figure. So yes, so if I've done everything according to plan, I'm posting this the day that the Thor the Dark World comes out. And so yeah, so here's the box, very much, you know, the same as all the others. It just says Thor. You get a nice picture of Thor on the top. Some others in the assortment, Loki and Curse, and a nice picture of Thor with a bio of Thor. So yes. So here he is. So of course the main hero, one of the Avengers, Thor. So very excited to see him from the movie. I have not seen the movie because I'm filming this on Thursday, and in the United States the movie doesn't come out until Friday tomorrow. So or today when I'm posting this. So yeah. So I can't really compare it from the movie, but from the trailer and everything I can. So first of all, let's just go over the look of the figure. As you can see, very nice. The head sculpt's good. The helmet, I wish that he didn't have a helmet on, because what I've seen from the trailer, he doesn't wear the helmet too much. The hair goes down, that's very far. That's really neat. That's something that's extremely different from the others. He's definitely got the longest hair in this movie compared to the other toys, at least. So I definitely think that looks good. His costume's really nice. It has gold in it for the first time, which looks really cool. I really like the actual sculpt. The legs are really nice. The black that they're using is really good. I don't know, just if you compare it to like the black of like the first movie Thor, I don't know, I guess it's hard to tell, but this just feels like a charcoal black, which I think just looks really nice, while they were using more of like a shiny black with the other, and I think that the charcoal black gives it a lot more realistic look to it, which I think is very nice. You've got the gold legs, which is really nice. The cape I'm not sure if this is a reused cape. It seems to be a new cape, but I can't be certain. It's very bright red this time. And then of course one of the biggest differences is the hammer, which is so cool. We've gotten the same plain hammer multiple times. I have 5 other Thors, which I'll show him with in a second here, and they all have the same old hammer. So to get one that's new and cool is very awesome. Of course, you've got the strap that's kind of like flowing in the wind, and then this huge electric hammer bolt, which looks so cool. And even the symbols, focus on the hammer. There you go. So you can even see the design is actually still there, which is really nice. Just a really well made hammer. I love how it like does the color kind of goes white at the end, and really neat. I love the translucent blue. This is like the best part of this figure is this hammer, which I really love. I think it just looks so awesome. As far as articulation, it's pretty good. He's got a ball jointed head, ball hinge shoulders, hinge swivel elbows, swivel wrist, no waist, ball jointed hips with a thigh swivel, double hinge knees, and a hinge pivoting ankle, which is fantastic. So overall, articulation is pretty good. The first movie Thor had a ball jointed upper torso, but that's the only thing that this guy doesn't have. This is a much more improved articulated Thor than the Avengers one as well, and then it has something that this is the first time we've ever seen a 3 3/4 inch Thor from the movies actually have the pivoting ankles. It's the first Thor ever, which is so cool, and that is just a huge bonus. The pivoting ankles and the hammer are the what got me to buy this guy for sure, because other than that, you know, I've seen it all before, but those are the two big new additions to this Thor that really make him great. So yeah, so let's just give you a little comparison with some of the others from this series. Of course, you've got the Dark Elf and Curse. He looks very nice with them, and you know, he looks in scale. You can do a lot of cool poses with him fighting both of them, I mean. So yeah, so now let's just compare it to some more Thors. Here you've got a Thor movie Thor from the first movie. You've got the Avengers Thor, and for good measure, I'll put in some more of Thors I have. You've got the Thor 1 movie Thor with a helmet, the Thor 1 movie Thor with no cape and bare arms, and then the Avengers Thor with the helmet. So yeah, so there you go. So there's my Thor lineup. As you can see, he looks really cool with them. Comparing him to the first Thor and then the Avengers Thor, some huge differences. Of course, you can actually kind of see that the capes get lighter and lighter, because the first movie Thor had a very dark cape. The Avengers Thor had a little bit lighter, and now we get to this Thor, which is totally bright. So that's kind of interesting. I kind of like the darker one better. I think that the Avengers Thor probably has the best red cape. I mean, it's not too big, you know, it's not too overpowering. empowering, I mean. As far as the way that the cape actually kind of like flows, I think the Thor 2 Thor is much better. The Thor 1 kind of flows out, which I really did not like, and so did the Thor 2 one, which well, I'm not sure, it might be a totally new sculpt, but it flows out, which I really don't like. This one flows down, which I think looks a lot better and a lot more realistic. And I love the way that the cape is kind of like attached to those big gold medallions, you know, on the shoulders. It just looks a lot better. As far as articulation, the Avengers movie Thor is by far the least. And then it's pretty much a tie between the movie Thor and then the movie Thor 2 Thor, because they have the exact same articulation, except the movie 1 Thor has a ball joint upper torso, and the movie 2 Thor has pivoting ankles. So it's really hard to tell. Plus, and then they both have a little bit of hindrance on the legs, on the thighs. But overall, I would consider. It's a very hard judgment, but I guess I'd consider the Thor 1 movie Thor to have the better articulation, because I think that the ball joint upper torso is a better joint than just the pivoting ankles. So yes, but overall, all their costumes look totally different. I mean, having the 3 Thors that I have in the back are not necessary, but having the first 3 Thors from the movie 1, Avengers and movie 2, I think they look so cool together to see the progress. I would have liked this Thor to come without the helmet, though, I have to say. But other than that, it is a very nice. So there you go. So that's my very review of the Thor 2 The Dark World Lightning Bolt Hammer Thor. Thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed the movie.